It's 7:30. Welcome to Community Night. We do this every Thursday night. If this is your first time with us, we're really glad that you're here. We do have some visitors tonight. We have some folks from High Point University in North Carolina that are visiting with us tonight. So welcome.
What's the mascot at High Point?
Panthers!
Panthers!
All right. Good stuff. All right, so we're glad that y'all are here and welcome. We've been doing this, as I say, every week. We've been doing this is our 20th year, doing this every Thursday night, and we're going to continue into the future. So, first of all, thanks to our kitchen crew back there who have been preparing food for us all night. We really appreciate them. Thanks to Amalinda for being here with us and keeping everybody safe. We're really glad that y'all are here. I see DJ Canaris is on the ones and twos tonight. DJ Canaris. All right, a couple of quick announcements. Daylight Savings Time starts next week. It starts on Sunday. You know what that means? That means the soccer field opens on Thursday night starting next week.
Hey Charles, what time is it?
So the soccer field will be open at 6 o'clock. For open play.
What time do the clocks change?
2 o'clock a.m.
So everybody have to wake up at 2 a.m. and reset your clocks.
Just kidding. So next week the soccer field, and then all through the summer we'll have the soccer field open for open play on Thursdays again. So we're really excited about that. Remember, we do a breakdancing class every Thursday at 6:30, so if you or someone that you know is interested in taking that class, Jose teaches that class in a room around the corner from there. So, all right, so Eric is with us tonight with the message. Eric!
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so I'm feeling kind of lazy. Everybody have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. I'm old. Standing is hard for me. I need a scooter. Hey Charles, can you get me a scooter?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, so I have a few words for us tonight. In fact, I even wrote them down. So there's a saying that goes like this. You ready for it? Wherever you go, there you are. Pretty profound, huh? Wherever you go, there you are. That's pretty obvious. But have you ever wondered in your life, you ever found yourself someplace and then all of a sudden you say to yourself, how did I get here? How did I land in this situation? How did I land in this particular place? And reality is, wherever you go, there you are. It's because you got yourself there, one way or another. So I have a story time with Uncle Eric. You ready? It goes like this. Once upon a time, there lived a sea lion who had lost the sea. Well, he lived in a country known as the Barren Lands, high on a plateau, far from any coast. Does everybody know what a sea lion is? It's kind of like a walrus. You can't talk. High on a plateau, far from any coast, it was a place so dry and so dusty, it could only be called a desert. How the sea lion came to the Barren Lands, no one could remember. It all seemed so very long ago. So long, in fact, it appeared as though he had always been there. Not that he belonged in such a place. I mean, how could that be? He was, after all, a sea lion. But as you know, once you have lived so long in a certain spot, no matter how odd, you come to think of it as home. Wherever you go, there you are. Have you ever had something happen in your life where you didn't feel like you had any control over it and all of a sudden you found yourself in a different place? In a place that you weren't expecting to be, in a situation you didn't know how to get out of? Wherever you go, there you are. And that's what I'm talking about. But in those situations, you still have control over how you react and how you respond. So even if you end up in a weird place, you still have a sense of control over how you react and how you respond, because wherever you go, there you are. But sometimes that can make you angry. It can make you blame other people. It can make you wonder, how in the world did I become a sea lion in the desert? And it can become life-draining, and it can become zapping, and you can lose yourself in those moments. Because pride and anger keep you anchored to trauma and stagnation. I'm going to say that again. Pride and anger can keep you anchored to trauma and stagnation. What does stagnation mean? If water doesn't flow, if water doesn't move, if it sits still, it turns green and other colors and literally becomes poison. So this water that is life-giving and keeps us alive can actually, if it stands still for too long, become poison. Pride and anger can keep us anchored to trauma and stagnation. It's when I find myself in these stagnant, anchored places that I can get panicked and find myself praying for a miracle. And sometimes the prayer isn't that the miracle become an instant cure or an instant fix. Sometimes the miracle I need is the slaying of my own pride. Because that's what keeps me anchored in those stagnant places. But here's the deal. When we own where we are, when we own how we got to where we are, we take our power back. You can become the butt-kicking sea lion and call it home, or you can make some choices and turn and make your way back to where the water flows. You heard the phrase before, at the end of my rope, hitting rock bottom? You've heard these phrases before? You know what those mean? If I'm at the end of my rope, then that means I feel like I've got no more choices, I'm done. If I say I've hit rock bottom, that means that I am the most desperate person in the world and I've got no place to go anymore, right? So life teaches us that when we hit these moments, we can either remain stagnant and drink the poison, or we can make a turn and do something different. So here's the deal. When you find yourself in a place and you don't know how you got there and you want to get out of it, hit rock bottom. Get to the end of your rope. Because those are the times where we stop and we say, I can't do this by myself anymore. It's those moments where we finally actually have to surrender, control, and ask for help and share what's going on. When we risk a little bit of vulnerability and we ask someone and we say, hey, I need some help and here's what's going on in my life, that becomes life-giving back for you. It also becomes life-giving for your friends and for the community that loves you and wants to take you out of rock bottom and wants to pull you up from the bottom and the end of that rope. So dive into your rock bottom, slide down to the end of your rope, because wherever you go, there you are. And if you find yourself at the end of your rope, that's okay. Because at the end of your rope is the beginning of your healing. Amen, amen.